So many people and so many things have hurt me that I've stopped being able to tell one thing from another. But it was a little bit unusual to lose my feelings for Greta into that amorphous feeling of disappointment. I wrote some poems saying she'd help me find my heart. I will, of course, try not to lose my heart just because I lost my fond feelings for her. No, I do not agree with Pittsburgh. What they did to me with a nerve agent. The text showed that the nerve agent that was cooked up by Wattenmaker and Wecht was known to have the reaction formation that they were preying upon. The criminal insanity of the way that they went about it and the cold blooded direction constitutes an assassination. My having Parkinson's is part of that assassination. One of the things, of course, that they want to do is assassinate my mind. Louis Lapham, one of the generals, talked about the rape of the human mind. That's a concept that I can't barely imagine somebody laughing about the way he did. It's a horrible idea. Yet that's what they're doing to me. They're raping my mind. And Greta piled on for some reason with her fan base. But St. Louis laughs behind the scenes too. They say, "Oh well, it was about drugs and people were have to be strong. You have to fight to defend themselves." But the truth is, anybody who gets involved in a contest of wrestling or judo or even a race knows that there's a winner and there's a loser. So Gail Burston used to even gloat about this in her letters, about some people being weak. So what they're saying is that if you're weaker than somebody who tortures you, your weakness makes it a fair fight. And in their minds, this holds. I know that because I've tried to reason with them for 40 years and failed to um, succeed in securing even the slightest, remotest shadow of dignity from any of them. They stand by the claim that if you're tortured by someone strong when you are weak, your weakness makes it a fair fight. That's what they believe. And that strength prevails over weak. It's what they believe. It's Pittsburgh Steelers and people and the Penguins and so on. Edgar Snyder is one of their more ruthless cronies. And of course, the underlying message is that their strong laws prevail over my weak truths. They have their leaders have a volume control. You just turn it up, and they play sensibilities to make it out like that I did something I had nothing to do with. If you get away with writing a script that blames somebody for something that didn't even happen and succeed, you can start pointing your fingers at them anytime anything you make up goes the way you made it up. And they have a fraternity of hardcore Liars Club people playing games on my sensibilities who seethe with madness and hostility at the idea that my heart was resurrected by anyone. Wouldn't matter who it was. They'd put pop ups on my computer that say, if you connect with such and such a person, we'll go to war. Yeah, I mean, it's a frenzy of of people who have failed in the realm of human dignity, just chewing the carpets bare at the sight of somebody who's trying to keep their chin up and tell the truth about things. And they keep saying, "Oh, you're the one who's not telling the truth." That's a strong lie prevailing over weak truth. But you can see it in the premise. I mean, I don't think anybody rational or civilized believes that strong people torturing a weak person are vindicated because the weakness makes what they've done a fair fight. I mean, it doesn't make sense. But in their minds, it's an absolute truth. It's an iron rule. They call it the nature of reality. And they evoke it over and over and over again. I mean, it's like it's a grind and grinding monotony in their minds that they just grind with. You know, I mean, my quality of life is gone. I'm destroyed by what they've done. Thanks a lot, Greta. I mean, thanks a lot for doing it too.